All right, guys, let's take a look at these keto cookies from Perfect Keto. And there's two flavors, the double chocolate and the chocolate chip. All right, so let's take a look at these nutrition facts because, especially with these kind of like cookie type snacks, it's important to really look at the nutrition, make sure there's no weird ingredients. So the top is the chocolate chip and the bottom is the double chocolate. And you'll see that the nutrition facts are very similar. We have 2 gram net carb per serving. So if you look, the total carbs shows 18, dietary fiber is 4, sugar alcohols 5, and protein is 6. So I did say 2 grams net carb. So if you are paying attention, you'll notice that 18 minus 5 minus 4 is 9 per 2 cookies. You divide that by 2, and that's 4.5 grams net carb. So how are they getting 2 grams of net carbs? Well, that is where the allulose comes in. So you see there, that's 5 grams of allulose. So allulose has a 0 glycemic impact, and we've noticed that as well. We're on board with that, even though it's not recognized by the FDA. So you have to list it as a part of your total carbs. So if you actually take that 18 minus 4 and 5 is 9, then minus the extra 5 allulose, you're at 4 grams net carb divided by the 2 cookies, and that's where you get 2. So that was a crazy math problem, but that's how we arrived there, and you get 2 grams per cookie. And it is a serving size of 2 cookies. You're going to eat 2 cookies. Let's just be real. They come in those little bags, 2 to a bag. I mean, you don't want to store them anyways, so you might as well just eat them while they're fresh. So we consider this 4 grams net carb per serving. Now, do the ingredients check out? So both of these have pretty much the same ingredients as a base. One has chocolate chips and one has cocoa powder. But the main things, it's almond and allulose as the top 2 ingredients. And that's important because allulose tastes pretty much like sugar. And most of these keto cookies on the market have erythritol as the main or the most used sweetener, which has a cooling effect. So we'll see if that changes the taste at all. Then you have some grass-fed butter, almond flour. You do have coconut flour, water, coconut oil, egg, some acacia fiber, grass-fed collagen for the protein, baking soda, psyllium husk powder, and sea salt. So what we like about that is you see here that the dietary fiber is 4 grams. The majority of that is coming from prebiotic acacia fiber and psyllium husk powder. Those are both recognized fibers. They're soluble, prebiotic. They're not going to affect your blood glucose levels negatively. So glad to see some real fibers in here. Overall, all the ingredients look pretty natural, pretty straightforward, really liking everything. So let's see how they taste. First up is the chocolate chip, and you'll see here that it looks like a normal cookie. So the texture is really nice. Decent amount of chocolate chips here. Kind of has like a Chips Ahoy kind of texture, which is really great. You'll probably be familiar with it. And if I can break it up here, you can see the inside. Looks like a normal cookie, nothing weird. The texture is kind of soft and chewy, so really good stuff. So just took a bite of this, and the flavor is really great. The texture is just as soft and chewy as it is just breaking it apart as it is when eating it. It's not overwhelmingly sweet, which I think you'll probably appreciate because some of these can be too sweet. We've tried some like the Nui cookies where there's just too much erythritol and it just gives it kind of this weird minty cooling effect. So with this, each cookie only has about 2 grams of erythritol, which is not very much at all. Most of the sweetness is going to be kind of that balanced allulose sweetener. So actually makes for really nice balanced taste, not overwhelmingly sweet. And really the key here is the texture is amazing. And you see these chocolate chips are nice and melty and perfect. So yeah, 10 out of 10 as far as taste and texture go. All right, next up is the double chocolate, and the name double chocolate is because it's cocoa powder plus chocolate chips. You chocolate lovers should really like this. Everything else is, like I said before, the same. So the texture, everything is very similar. It's still soft and chewy. Really, that texture is great. If you've ever had the high key cookies before, these are different from that. This is kind of like soft and chewier of a cookie. The high key ones are kind of more like crunchy, famous Amos type cookies. So if that didn't float your boat, like the high key ones, this will give you that nice kind of Chips Ahoy soft cookie taste. And that pretty much wraps it up. That was our review of the Perfect Keto Cookies. And honestly, guys, these are really good. We were extremely impressed with them. Both the double chocolate and chocolate chip flavors. At only 2 gram net carb per cookie, they're really good. Again, they're soft and chewy. They're not overly sweet. They're not overly erythritol-y either. So if you're sensitive to that, I think this is a really good option. I have a cup of unsweetened macadamia milk here that is going to wash these down perfectly. So I'm going to get right to that. But hope you guys enjoy the review and definitely go check these out.